Hey guys, JH, welcome to Practice Tee. It's going to be a quick one today. We've got a lot of rain coming in here. The weather around here lately has just changed like you wouldn't believe. Okay guys, what I want to talk about today is where I think channel lock is right now. It's getting very close to the final protocol. And the thing that's really brought it close to the final protocol for me is, frankly guys, the ultra narrowing of the stance. It's just created so many good things for me. It's just freed up this lead side. I've always felt that my lead side is sticky and that it's always there and it wants to be sticky and stay there and you've got to pull it across. There's no stickiness in it now at all, zero. And that is inordinately narrow. That's Bobby Jones narrow. He hit the ball pretty good with a narrow swing. And guys, what I've done is I've just pulled that trail foot back. I've just opened up that trail hip and that trail side. And it's made a massive difference to the consistency. I mean, the shots are consistent anyway, but now I've got a power consistency because it's got a lot of power in the shot. And it really is extraordinary. And I think it's going to be probably, as a teaching part of the protocol, I'm going to include it. I'm going to say, guys, no matter what your stance is now, try this narrow stance because it will benefit you. It takes a while to get used to. Well, it took me about 20 shots, if that's a while. And I had it the very next day, starting to rain. But guys, it's basically this. And the whole benefit of having the narrow stance, which I did mention briefly, but I didn't really give enough, emphasis on the knock-on effect of the narrow stance. And the knock-on effect is, guys, that by having it narrow, you've brought all this mass over here and the distribution, well, more to the point, the distribution of that mass over to here. That's the simplicity of it. We now have all that mass centered here. We don't have to do anything. All our mass is over here. We don't have to transfer weight in a golf swing. And this is going to be a paradigm shift of explanation and acceptance. We don't transfer any weight from side to side in this golf swing. All we do is we rotate it. What we have here, we just rotate that mass. But we don't shift it anywhere. We just rotate it. We rotate it to here, stall the rotation, and fire the golf club against the stalled rotation. So guys, I know there's always been a lot of, over the years, over the hundreds of years of, well, at least modern 100 years of teaching golf swing, it advocates you've got to transfer your weight from the lead side to the trail side and back again. Well guys, I'm saying we don't want to shift any weight at all. We want to position it here at address, and for me it just feels like it's 90% here. Then maybe if I had some scales, I'd only have 10 or 15% loading on that lead foot. There's hardly any. I just feel it's always it's into that trail foot. And getting in there, guys, I just flare that foot a little bit. And this is all I want to do. I just want to rotate. I just want to rotate. I don't want to shift. I'm not going anywhere. My good buddy Martin Ayres, he had a line once where he said, it's moving without going anywhere. You're moving, but you're not going anywhere. And I've got to steal that line from him. Because this is moving without going anywhere. Sure, we're moving, we're rotating, but we're not going anywhere. We're not moving from here to here. We're already here, and we want to stay here. And what does the swing feel like now? It feels incredibly soft and loose. Feels jelly-ish. I used to have a very tight golf swing because I used to always not turn my hips and just torque the body up against the hips because I'm strong in the midriff and the thighs. and that suited me. Okay, it killed my range of motion with the golf club, and that's why I've never been a thunderer of the golf ball. I mean, when I was younger, when I first started, I used to swing the club back here, but as I got stronger and well, just stronger, in those body components, I guess it just was a knock-on effect that I didn't rotate. So guys, this is it. Predominantly here I am, and I want to stay here. I want to position all my weight here, and I want to stay here. And I just flare that foot out there, take the club back, take it back there, and stay here. Once this rotation happens here on the backswing, I want to stall that rotation on the downswing, because one of the basic tenets of channel lock, guys, is that we don't want any rotation in the downswing. We're going to get it after the ball's gone, but we don't want to think about any of it until the ball's gone. It'll happen after you've hit the golf ball, because you've got mass moving at velocity. So it's going to have to go somewhere, and you don't want to be back here and just fire it out there and stay there post impact. There's no logic in doing that. You should just let that stalling up and that resistance to rotation just go and bleed itself out after the ball's gone. You don't have to worry about it after the ball's gone. So I'll go over that, guys. The rain's coming. So I've gone from this type of stance, where I feel, I don't know, probably 60% of my weight there on my trail foot, to having 90% of my weight on the trail foot. I could just pick that up so easy. I can actually take that toe up in the air, guys, and make the same feeling of backswing that I'm going to make with my heel down. It just feels like that. And as I said to Martin Ayres the other day, he said, so what's a good descriptive of that weight shift and what you're trying to do there? I said, Marty, if I had a zipper down here, I could just zip down here and throw that lead side away. I mean, I still need that lead arm, but I don't feel that lead side mass has to do anything or has to go anywhere. It's positioned over here at address. Now look how close it is, guys. I've almost got my feet touching. I really think that probably at the end of the day, I'm going to end up with my feet only about probably 4 or 5 inches apart. And it's just a matter of just picking the golf club. The good thing is, guys, it just predisposes you to want to take the club here beside your body. And remember, the main tenet of channel lock is that we have to swing the club in a channel. Now the channel's beside the body. It's not in front of the body, it's here. That's why this golf swing's different, guys. We don't want to swing a club side to side, and we don't want to swing it in front of us. We want to swing it beside us as much as we can. And I keep reiterating that, but it gets lost. And it gets lost because people have never been exposed to it before. So I have to keep reinforcing it. So here it is, guys, here. And look how soft this backswing is, look. I feel no stickiness on that lead side. I've always felt stickiness on the lead side, in the inside of the left lead leg, the groin, the hip. It always felt like I was stuck to something and I had to pull it across. I don't have to pull it across anymore, guys, because it's already here. And the whole thing is we're starting from here and we want to stay here. All we want to do is rotate this mass. We don't want to move it anywhere. It's already here. It's arrived. And we don't want it to go anywhere. And the good thing is, guys, these are all knock-on effects, but one of the real major pluses here, it's very easy to get the ball back when all this is over here. When you're over here, there's always a predominance that you want to be like this, even though you're wanting to get back here. And you don't have that here. This is very easy to get that back ball position. Very easy. Just get there. And this is all it is, guys. It's just here. Take it up. Stay here. There it is. There's the golf swing. There's the golf swing. And it'll help you keep your feet down. We're going to get absolutely wiped out here with the rain in a moment, guys. So I'll cut it short, but that's the basis of where we're going. Tomorrow I'll do a full video with and hit some shots, but it's getting pretty awful here right now. It looks like there's a mile of rain coming in over there. Yeah, so guys, the basic message is we want the mass here, we don't want to move it. All we want to do is rotate it. And there it is here. We're just going to rotate it to here. Rotate it to there. Okay guys, it's a breakthrough, and it's going to be a big part of channel lock. I'll have to kill it here guys because it's raining and I don't want any of the receivers or the transmitters to get wet. Okay guys, we'll do some hitting with it tomorrow.